Lovely. I am MC Frontalot. I have some more nerd raps for you if you'd care to absorb them, yes? Let's do that. Hold on a second. Let's see what DJ CPU has for us today. Oh. What's the worst problem you had all day? Your right foot hurts, and yet here you are standing on both feet. I have a tiny ache in my flesh, and yet access to top-notch medical care. I will characterize my previous complaint as a first world problem. A nerd rap infests your internet. You left a trap, but it's empty. MC Frontalot took a gate, but the bait wasn't tempting. Ending up uncaged at large. Talk smack at you through the networking appliance. It's in charge. Every grip of your attention, yo, when mine goes out. Got to log in just to mention my disappointment at the interruption of convenience. I mean, just a lot left, and none up in between this couple of minutes here, couple of minutes later. It's an outrage at the price I pay. These dictators of my leisure rule with an iron fist. Anybody ever been so put upon as this? Your GPS ran out of battery.
First world problem.
Got to wake up Saturday.
First world problem.
Just delayed your honeymoon.
First world problem.
Pledge season's coming soon.
First world problem.
Half your friend list is spam accounts.
First world problem.
And you send a channel speakers out.
First world problem.
You send a channel speakers out in the first world. Muffy, my hair regrowth cream is mostly ineffective, and I'm struggling to keep this in perspective, but I feel like a massive injustice occurred. Says regrows hair on the tube in the words. In a third or maybe a quarter of all users, I must have got swindled. Is it a fault of whose is? Ooh, Muffy, had all the servers torched. Should keep them on retainer. If you got some more on order, cause I can't comb my hair on my own no more. I got accustomed to the lifestyle, sniffed up on the floor, molded up my innards, made the blood turn blue. Muffy, there's a revolution, what we're gonna do? Misplaced the Ambien.
First world problem.
Left a participle dangling.
First world problem.
Scheduling your root canal.
First world problem.
Your grad schooling had no rationale.
First world problem.
Didn't like your appetizer.
First world problem.
Then your yacht got capsized.
First world problem.
Your yacht got capsized. First world problem that you have with your yacht.
The living conditions of the American masses, that's you, are swiftly deteriorating. Our generation is going through the final convulsions of the dying world of capitalism. That's what it says here. And if you don't believe that pamphlet, try this one.
Now while our capitalism is in a minor kerfuffle, you have to hustle before the fates come reshuffle. Rustle up another couple grievances and air 'em. You'll laugh about it later, maybe needed while despairing. But the moment though, you ordered half-calf, didn't get it. There was no TV set when you did it. Internet resetted itself just as I was in the middle of tournament play. And so I suffered from transmittal interruption, completely ruined my day. See, Frontalot's a jackass, all I'm trying to say. People buy CDs in these days of disaster. Poor me, I have to be a professional rapper. No bubbles in your soda cup.
First world problem.
App crashed when you load it up.
First world problem.
Phone's OS is out of date.
First world problem.
Colors won't calibrate.
First world problem.
They never stock the snack you want.
First world problem.
Caught herpes from a celebutante.
First world problem.
But where did you find a celebutante at a gaming convention? Was it like Hall E? She got wall hacked in PvP.
First world problem.
Oh no, HD DVD.
First world problem.
Pixels aren't perfect squares.
First world problem.
Favorite rapper isn't debonair.
First world problem.
You own too many underwear, and you're not much of a millionaire. No, you're not much of a millionaire in the first world. Oh, thank you. Oh, very kind. It is nice to be back at a con. I have played many cons over the last couple decades. I have not played any cons since the last weekend in February 2020. I can't think of what happened then. Something put cons on hold a little. Oh, I got a confessional spotlight. I just hope you choose me for the reality show. The last one I played was PAX East. And it was the 30th time, roughly, that I'd played PAX. And I noticed, after playing that many PAXs, that they just barely have enough games. Thank God, finally, too many games. more games than we wanted. Spoiler alert is the name of the next song. You're annoyed when I talk during the film. It's just another classic that you haven't seen. Still, just another ill in the head in the plot you like. Norman Bates, is that all you got? Might have guessed by the name of the thing. Don't complain, never heard the ending of the crying game. Well, it's a penis at this point, a shaggy dog. Nothing to see here. Move along, the apes ruled the earth. Laters Papa the Luke, a Brad Pitt and Ed Norton. Obviously two people, but they gotta share one character. Bruce ain't alive, kid, no matter how he stares. Snape kills Dumbledore, but with a noble motive. Everybody's guilty on the Oriental locomotive. Fights villainy ends, world squabbling, and Death Guard is a replicant, probably.
I'll ruin everything for you. Well, it's mutual. Well, it's mutual. Say I'll ruin everything for you. Well, it's mutual. Well, it's mutual.
To wager on survival for Bambi's mom, Artax, or old Yellow Mufasa, King Kong, all spawn of Medea should fear for your throat, all on the Titanic should fear for your boat. Yo, Frontalot gave it away before it happened. You're in Moby Dick, then hope you're not the captain. If you are, then the urge rethink revenge. Headed for the bottom and you're bringing your friends. Fall into Wonderland, you're definitely dreaming. Sleeping by the stream and all is only seeming. Living in the Bible, it ends in Armageddon. If you're in the Y2K, it's less upsetting. Living in the 80s, spoiler gay wham. Spaceships can blow up, trickle down. Economics is a scam. Just figure that out. I don't want to wreck the ending for you, make you count.
I'll ruin everything for you. Well, it's mutual. Well, it's mutual. Say I'll ruin everything for you. Well, it's mutual. Well, it's mutual.
Say I ruin everything for you, well it's mutual. In the future, do not do what you do. Say I ruin everything for you, well it's mutual. In the future, do not do what you do. Say I ruin everything for you. Well it's mutual. You're in the French Revolution, alert, it won't last. If you're in the Kennedy clan, beware a muzzle flash. Airplanes also quite often destroy them. If you're a Lenin, if it's a Chapman, avoid hit boy. Spoil in the end and you're brown. No empire lasts forever, go to town. But if you're old Rome, look out for that Nero. Case you're a countdown, look out for zero. Anytime you're a ticket bomb explode. Nobody make it out except Horatio. Every peanut brittle got a snake inside. Jack's in the box meant to startle Pop Pie. If you didn't know already, y'all apologize. Peekaboo's a game, it's a trick of the eyes, not a bending of reality itself. Spoiler for infants, adults, use stealth. Say I'll ruin everything for
you. Well, it's mutual. Well, it's mutual.
Say I'll ruin everything for
you. Well, it's mutual. Well, it's mutual.
Say I'll ruin everything for you.
Well, it's mutual.
Well, it's mutual. Say I'll ruin everything for you.
Well, it's mutual.
Well, it's mutual. You going to have a sip of water. Very nice. How are we feeling? Did we have a solid day today? Did we do all the con shit that we enjoy doing? Did we go over to the what are the little tasty candy sticks dipped in even tastier melted candy? Pocky sticks? Did we go and touch each box of Pocky and consider which flavor of Pocky we most desired and then not buy any of the Pocky? Is that what we did? The people running the Pocky stand love you for that, by the way. They talk about you at night. In glowing terms, this song is called This Old Man. It's a song I wrote about how I'm too old to be a rapper. And also I wrote it 16 years ago, so here's the... I keep getting older and hairier, on my neck, back, and derriere. Oh, but not atop the pay. Dear DNA, let's negotiate, not trade the fading vision. You could have that back. Plus the 40-year-old man belly is kinda whack. My hearing is nearing deafness and a wheeze. Yo, please save me from the wrist hurt disease. It's invisible that these are full list of ailments. Should do anything but accrue. I'ma fail 10 times out of 10 to age in reverse like Mort. So anything sadder than a dork for whom the new hotness is not just inaccessible, it's grumbled against. You kids, reduce your decibels. Don't make me come over there and shake my cane. It's the rapper from the double ARP and he insane. This old man, he rhymed once. He put up some valiant fronts with a wick-wack bitter like a youthfulness and charm. This old man kept rhyming on. He kept rhyming on. Joints creaking while I squeak around the stage. Heligram, but that's telling me I ought to act my age. Deranged already, I got no brain medicine. If we were running out of food on a boat, I'd get jettisoned or eaten. I'm unsweetened. Don't tell me that I got the shortest straw. I'm not a cretin, just a little senile and gassy and slow. But I bet I'm very salty and I can still roll. Let's gobble on that infant. Infants are useless, also very soft, which is good cause I'm toothless. Come on kids, wanna get rescued or what? So mumble all amongst yourselves, speak up. I lost my ear horn the other day on the bus. You would think by the way you with the snappers make a fuss. Said something crazy, profound or obscene. Where'd the ocean go? Fuck you think of me? This old man, he rhymed twice. He found this would not suffice. With a wick-wack bitter lack of youthfulness and fun. This old man was downright grim. This old man was downright grim. Now Frontalot shopping for the top of the hill. Should have bought a burial plot soon as I got ill, but I foolishly thought that I could put it off. Now I'm ghoulishly fraught with the soft in the head, hard in the disposition. How to earn this intractable attrition of the vigor that I figure would be mine for life. So no upside, well the rhymes are rife. And every year I'm alive, add to my vocabulary. Gon' do it till I'm staring at the ceiling in the mortuary. Plus I'm probably wise by now. Could do all the things old people talk about, like count pills, argue bills at diners, get a little tiny funky car and be a shriner. Go to the haberdasher so I could look at dapper, catch stroke, forget I'm too old to be a rapper.
This old man, he rhymed thrice. He spoke goblin growl of lies with a wick-wack bitter like a filthfulness and skunk. This old man's rhymes was fun. This old man, he rhymed lots. Rhymed till he drew liver spots with a wick-wack bitter like a filthfulness and cheer. Why he rhymed remains unclear.
Why he rhymed remains unclear. Why he rhymed remains unclear. It remains unclear. Thank you. 21 years of nerdcore so far. We were gonna make a big deal out of it being 20 years, but last year got canceled for some reason. I wasn't reading the paper, so I don't know why exactly. But I did bring my 20th anniversary double vinyl, D20. It's right over there at the thing with the stuff. Nice lady will sell it to you, but enough advertising. This is a song called Stoop Sale that I wrote after I had moved to Brooklyn, lived in Brooklyn for a while. I noticed how I couldn't go to a garage sale because nobody had a garage, and I could not go to a yard sale for a similar reason. But stoop sales abound, and at one of them I tried to purchase an enchanted item that a nice old lady, one of my neighbors, was trying to sell it along with a bunch of garbage. Whole table full of garbage, one enchanted item. Gotta be a savvy shopper. I nearly blew right by in my hurry to the subway when I heard someone say, "Isn't autumn lovely?" As I stopped to observe that this was correct, the proprietor couldn't help but inspect a folding table by the railing, laden with the goods. Ashtrays made of metal, little angels made of wood, hand mirror with the handle broken, still pretty nice. Wall wart to charge, telephone trays to make ice. Advice of my neighbor, go ahead, take your time. negotiate price on whatever you find. Then shining in the detritus, I saw the brightest flash of something precious. Began to feel the slightest little tingle in my innards. I was like, what's that? And then her bare tooth chuckle. It's a buckle for a strap on a hat, like a lady wears to court or church. It holds a special property. I tell you how it works. It was a stoop sale, which is a garage sale if you live in Brooklyn, which I do. And at the stoop sale, which is like a yard sale, except that it's in Brooklyn, I got my due. It was a stoop sale, which is a garage sale if you live in Brooklyn, which I do. And at the stoop sale, which is like a yard sale, except that it's in Brooklyn, I got my due. Somehow I knew she was serious. I reached to pick it up, but she stayed my hand. Her reprimand, it was abrupt. Yo, this little trinket, she said, grants wishes. Make anything you ever eat delicious. It could take away concerns so you can sleep at night. Make the love of your life and you reunite. Could right wrongs done in your past or in your future. Make a winner out of whoever owns it roots for. But it only ever does one thing. To take possession of it, that's the wish to which you cling. So choose very carefully before we make a deal. If there's anything impossible you'd like to make real, if there's anything improbable you'd like to assure, well, it'll happen. That's when you have to endure the regret accompanied said decision making. The other wishes in the world that you've forsaken at the stoop sale, which is a garage sale if you live in Brooklyn, which I do. And at the stoop sale, which is like a yard sale, except that it's in Brooklyn, I got my due. It was a stoop sale, which is a garage sale if you live in Brooklyn, which I do. And at the stoop sale, which is like a yard sale, except that it's in Brooklyn, I got my due. Could it be true? I wondered as I stared at the class. Would some skills on the microphone be too much to ask? Had a couple dark notions that involved revenge, fame, glory, money, people love me, and it never ends. Shook these from my head like they were so much sleep. Thought instead, pretended I was so much deep as to offer every human in the world true peace, so that we never kill each other, never get cooties, and never go hungry, suffer shelterlessness. This generosity I felt compelled to dismiss by my greed to see an old friend back living. Forgo the wrong direction, oh, could I ever be forgiven as I stood daydreaming? Somebody got a hold of this little brass buckle. He must have been so bold as to put it in his pocket without it getting bought. Saw him do it, he was wishing that he wouldn't get caught. All at the stoop sale, just a garage sale, but live in Brooklyn, which I do. And at the stoop sale, which is like a yard sale, except that it's in Brooklyn, I got my due. It was a stoop sale, which is a garage sale if you live in Brooklyn, which I do. And at the stoop sale, which is like a yard sale, except that it's in Brooklyn, I got my due. I got my due. Thanks. You still feeling all right? I have a couple more for you. You want to hear them? Perfect response. This one is from my record Net Split, my most recent full album, which is a breakup album about internet. And internet and I did break up, but it's not the kind of breakup where you don't still see them constantly all the time. I still definitely see internet non-stop every day. Just now I'm miserable about it. Whereas once upon a time, you know, true love. Now, I tell my friends I don't hang out with internet anymore, but we still fuck behind the dumpster. This is called Extremely Online. It's from that record. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn the box off. I don't know how to turn it off. I don't know if I wanna. I don't know if I've learned enough to be standing on a soapbox, telling everyone how to live. Everybody's got a critique that they gotta give, and mine is only as regards my own habitual dissemination of the celebration ritual. Online is so great, let's all go there. We'll be there together, even though it's nowhere. Some scaredy cats are going to log off, but I tell them must have bravery be not so. Be not often or ever in absentia. If you get in trouble while you're logged on, do not mention the rapper. Told you to never to touch a power switch. All issue, all weaknesses such as cowardice might evince them often, but I don't admit. If you're scheming this record, then you're already it. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn. Wake up updating feeds and I'm bleeding followers, not for want of politics who is egregious. All of us wander on to the avenue, screen at eye level, camera in the high bezel. See me seeking my devil, see me stumble, I mumble a couple of repetitions of the current obscurities. Hurry, this transmission is upbeat, those hearts and those thumbs into submission, cause I'm aware of all internet traditions. I laugh in recognition, not joy. An emotion I've outsourced my ability to deploy. Think my unlimited toy is in need of a feeding. I venture back home to the bigger displays and plug in as needed. Figure I'll stay seated for the rest of the day now. There's no way to relax, it'll say how. On the forum, okay, wow. One technique, but nobody's verified it. Flick the power switches off, but that won't work, I've tried it. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn the box off. Don't know how to turn. I hope you ignored that video. A BuzzFeed video about internet addiction was the dumbest thing I could think of to back that song up with. I've got time for two more. I was only gonna do one more. Do you wanna hear two more? All right, real quick. Here's a quick one. This one is from 21 years ago. It is where the term nerdcore hip hop comes from. It's a song called Nerdcore Hip Hop that I made on my computer almost as soon as I figured out I could make songs on my computer.
Initiating startup sequence.
MC Frontalot could rock the turntables. I'm unable.
I thought I told you I'm working.
A nerdcore hip hop of the rappers run in fear that I'll put them on the record where their friends could hear. They get sneered at, listed, not to be trusted. Seen hobnobbing with the front a lot busted. That kid's a dork, he rhyme every day on the karaoke rapping, yo. He ain't got anything to say, ain't got no record deal, never will. Such a spaz, better get his ass some kind of a sedative. Pish posh, how come as whack as I like? Spit spackle the mic, dispensing my ingenious advice. Accuse a famous rapper of biting my style. Get shot at. Sit at home trying to simulate a hi-hat. Wishing CPU could rock a beat. And hoping that if he does it isn't weak. I'm wishing CPU could rock a beat. Nerdcore hip-hop could reign supreme. Now making mention of my DJ, CPU, the nerdcore hip-hop is the style he choose. You step to my DJ, you better step prepared. He got 28 and 22, 50 is squared. And that's a little bitty bit more than the beat you thought. Frontalot, drop, kick and rhythm in the double art. Sought skinny little beats, but return with the fat of the land. Now I got a swollen hip-hop gland. Suffer hypochondria, think my beats is sick, but don't trip. I'ma listen to the bootleg MP3. You post the Frontalot demo on my FTP. Run away from any rappers who were similar to me. 'cause they're not appreciating who my DJ be. Wishing CPU Karaka be, and hoping that if he does it isn't weak. I'm wishing CPU Karaka be, and hoping nerdcore hip hop could reign supreme.
What's the matter with you people?
That was it.
It's okay.
That
Don't
was
you
the
know
beginning
it's so good you hear one?
of all this nonsense. Thank you for listening. Okay, now for real, one more. One more for real, one more. For the purpose of this one, we're gonna pretend that I lurked behind you all day. Perhaps in fabulous cosplay, you would not have recognized me. But I eavesdropped on you, and I found your grammar to suck ass. And I waited until now, when I was hooked into a loud and powerful public address system, to chastise you for your bad grammar by clucking my grammarian's tongue at you. Tut, 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 tut. And I would pair that, of course, with a finger wag, a disapproving finger wag. Tut, 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 tut. You've misplaced a modifier. You've confused I and me yet again. Tut, 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 tut. Now, within this imaginary universe, your most appropriate response is to think, why is the asshole with the camera and the flashlight on his head telling me how to talk? Don't care for that. I think I will wag my finger right back at him. I think I will cluck my own tongue at him. Tut, 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 tut. In fact, you, audience member, or audience members, very bright light in my eye, can't tell, are going to wag and tut at each other in unison. How does that sound? Are you ready? Do you have your disapproving finger ready to wag at me? Get it ready.
Young people today can probably benefit from my 12 years in college, so here's some advice. If you're a young person who writes poetry, throw it all away right now.
Go. Tut, 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 tut. Yo, anybody wonder what you're up against? You get plucked at, it's your best defense, and you just relent. You're too right not to do it. I go on that. And under my poo again, while I'm on the topic of Frontalot's tongue, should mention that it's not it, but it comes undone as it unravels. The cluck emits discipline in your ear, stuck in your head like a hit. It goes tut, 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 tut. Listening to hit records led to your sad state. You ought to take talk seriously, put it to pate, and it'll seep in. That's my supposition. I suppose in subjunction, if it did, I'd listen. What you said next for once, it's imperative. Take off the hat, the dunce needs it back in front. So track to your brain, seek now to be trained. The nerdcore refrain goes tut tut, tongue clucking grammarian, yo. Tut tut, check your punctuation. Tut tut, tongue clucking grammarian, yo. Tut tut, tut tut. Tut tut, tongue clucking grammarian, yo. Tut tut, check your punctuation. Tut tut, tongue clucking grammarian, yo. Tut tut, tut tut. Come on, tut 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 tut. Quit arguing. You need your verbs to agree with the subject's relative plurality. And I cannot believe the grad school let you go. Flunking is the only present participle that you know. Setting my flow by the modal auxiliary, yo. Should, shall, and ought to aim the artillery. So high overhead, struggle to rise. One day issue the syllable that I emphasize. It goes tut, 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 tut. Now we'll throw tuts at inelegant couplets. You wanna talk at me? You need more than luck, wits, and charm. When the tone comes clucking, every line is laid down. For error you tuck in. It's true, I've been guilty on more than a song. Don't preach how I practice, and that's lifelong. It's mine, I'm gone, can't reverse engineer it. Y'all fuck it up, me, and I get to hear it now. Tut tut, tongue clucking grammarian, y'all. Check your punctuation. Tongue clucking grammarian, y'all. Tut tut, tongue clucking grammarian, y'all. Tut tut, check your punctuation. Tut, tut, home cooking grammarian, yo. Tut, 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 tut. Come on. Tut, 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 tut. Thank you, I have been MC Frontalot.